Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another live stream. At least, I hope it's working. We had some issues with the live stream last couple of days, but right now, I think we are back into action. Just quickly seeing if everything is going to be working. I do think so. Then I have to quickly share all these links over on Discord and Twitter, and then we can get started. Because man, it's been a crazy day. I'm still expecting a lot of crazier stuff to happen. But man, I want to talk to you guys. So let's quickly see if some people will jump on in. There is no notification, as there isn't most of the time when I live stream, because I do them randomly, right? And if you've already posted 3 videos in a day, which I have already, then people will not get a notification. It's annoying, but it's the way it goes to prevent spam, I guess, and it's okay in my opinion. So we're gonna be watching XRP a little bit live, huh? How you guys all been doing? Seeing a couple of people jump on in already. Danique says genieten. Gelijk aan de. Well, yeah, it's been a good setup. It's been a good little couple of hours here. So let's quickly see for a couple of people to hop on in. All right. Did I share it properly? Let me quickly see if I shared it. I shared it in Discord. There we go. All right. What's up, guys? What's up? Okay. Now it's working. I thought for a little second, people not really showing up. But I guess it's just the system, huh? I am seeing it in my feed now, so it's all good. All right, what's up, everybody? So, a little bit of the story. XRP, man, I've been watching this for a freaking while now, and most likely you guys have also seen me there in the freaking Discord for a little while. We've been talking about it, but I've given some updates over on Patreon and even to, I guess, anybody that asks. I'm extremely bullish on XRP right now. There is a video coming in about, I'm going to say an hour and a half from now, where I'll talk about what exactly is going to happen tomorrow, a little bit of a breakdown. It's a really important one to watch, but you'll see that a little bit later, all right? For right now, we got to mostly talk about what's happening, what we're seeing, and what we think is going on, plus a little bit of the standard just bull run watch. Like, we're wanting to watch for something bigger to happen, because generally speaking here, we are expecting the upwards momentum to continue on forward. I mean, Bitcoin is really paving the way for these other cryptos. And the way it's looking right now, we're going to be breaking an all-time high really around the corner here somewhere. So at least I am personally pretty damn excited for Bitcoin. And if you're excited for Bitcoin, then automatically you're excited for XRP. So yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. We're going to retest the top. Maybe today, maybe a little bit in tomorrow, but it's going to be happening. And that will mean a lot of bullish momentum for XRP specifically. Yeah, like Kater says, slap those likes, guys. If you're watching right now, make sure you slap that like button and let me know in the chat box where you're watching from right now. Okay, so I already see a really interesting question straight off the bat. Do you really think that $100 per coin is possible till 2023? I've said it before, and I think I'll keep saying that time and time again. $100 per XRP is definitely possible at $5 trillion, I believe, but it would take a little bit of time before we actually get into a situation where that is feasible. By the way, I think Light's team might be better right now. I mean, it's for most people quite early in the day. And I think with light settings, a lot of people are seeing this a little bit better. But let me know what you guys think right now. Le Farmers, watch from Amsterdam. Where are you guys watching from? I see Liverpool, Florida, Amsterdam, Cyprus, Italy. Okay, so AK the Bear is actually watching from Malaysia. That's 2 a.m. right there. Okay, yeah, that is a little bit heavier. You might not like the white screen. And then for you, that might not be smart. And I'm seeing here YouTube is not receiving enough video for nice streaming. Let me know if there's any issues. Not that I can do anything about it, but that I'll know at least. Yeah. So the bigger picture with our strategy, as you most likely already know, was buy every time the price goes down about 10%. So in this case here, that would have resulted in a purchase right around here for XRP. That would be right now a little bit about break even, let's say, and most likely would go for another one at about minus 20, which is right around here on the Bitcoin pair. It's right around 0.1991 that we would buy a second time. Now, we actually bought once, but I believe it was on the dollar pair a couple of hours ago. And see, here was the tip. We would have most likely bought here right around there once. And let's quickly see, all right? So that was an entry at about $1.34. And another entry most likely at about Ooh, yeah, we wouldn't have hit that yet. About $1.19.5. Those would have been nice, at least for me. Hey, Tufo, thank you for the $5. Says Dusty. Yeah, what's up? We back streaming again. I told you guys I was gonna be looking here for another stream quickly. And my buy targets are, as I just explained, right? There's no real big analysis that we're going to do on a minute chart, guys. I don't really believe in that personally. The only thing it is easy for us to just kind of spot a trend in the short term, really short term. Kind of see what's going on throughout the day, right? To maybe get a quick trade going. For example, in this case here, we could say, like, okay, we're going to purchase or try to purchase. This is, by the way, just an idea, right? This sometimes works. If you're going to try purchase, for example, let me see if I can put a line in here. I cannot put a line in there for some reason. Okay, I don't know why that's not working. Oh, okay, there we go. It lagged a little bit. Look at that. We have a ton of lines now. So, for example, one thing that could have worked is, for example, try to buy every time it really gets close to the line or itches towards the line, or maybe get yourself a little small zone going, for example, like, for example, this area, that you're going to attempt to buy every single time it hits there with a stop loss below it. Things like that sometimes work. That's for a little bit of a shorter term trader, not really my personal style. But that's what some people might do with a 1 minute chart. For us, though, it's just to quickly show and see. That's also why it's only one of the 4 screens. Just quickly have it in there for fun. I just think it's for fun. Nate says, love the streams. Yeah, do you guys think the streaming is better or maybe just the normal videos? I don't know. I have another video planned for a little bit later today because I have the one about, let me see, about what is going to happen tomorrow. To give you guys a quick little TLDR, or if you don't want to watch more videos, tomorrow is going to be a big day for the lawsuit. And personally, I was anticipating a downfall in the XRP price as of that point. But with everything that's been happening right now and all the positivity I've been seeing, we might actually not fall that much lower. We might actually kind of make a basis right here after correcting about 14% or so and come back up from here. At least that is what I'm kind of hoping for, to be honest. VeChain is still doing good. Ethereum still doing good. I believe almost any coin is right now doing pretty damn solid. Look at this one. Perfect retest on the Ethereum pair a couple of days ago already. Yeah, everything is looking good, guys. It looks like almost anything is still breaking out and still will continue on further. Let's quickly check out TRX. Okay, TRX making a small little bullish pennant right now, actually. Debatably. But that one is most likely key for another breakout any one of these days too. The reason I'm saying that about TRX and most of these Justin Sun related coins is mostly because it is driven by some really heavy promotional efforts, but he is good at it, all right? So I'm definitely expecting something crazy to happen on that department. By the way, guys, have you seen FLR? Man, on bitrue right now, FLR is going completely crazy. Let's go to the exchanges section right now. Let's go to the USD part. FLR right now, or actually most of the time when I was looking, was trading above almost anything else in terms of gains, with like 50% up on the day. You can see it is right now trading about $1.52. That is also insane for FLR. Now, once more, keep in mind that you most likely do not have Flare yet because you're only having it on Gyotas and on bitrue. So if you use Coinbase, Binance, whatever, you do not have FLR just quite yet. I get that question so many times and I've already answered it like 1,000 times, but whatever. It's only, you can see, a really little amount of volume on here, relatively. But in the end, though, it's an indication a little bit that there is a lot of interest on bitrue for FLR. Expected FLR to only hit about half a cent, and here it's trading at about $1.50, so hey, I've been proven wrong a little bit. But I don't think it's a good buy still. Hey, make sure you press the like button if you're watching right now and you are enjoying these daily crypto updates. I'm gonna celebrate a little bit today. It's been a good day. XP doing good still. You might think, Dusty, but the price going down. I don't care. There we clicking up. I'll open another one. I know iced tea, of course. Good day for me, man. How you guys been liking today? It's been freaking good. And let me know, where did you guys enter XP for the first time? I don't even know where mine was, to be honest. I don't even know, to be completely honest. I really wouldn't know when the first time that I bought XRP was, and it's also really difficult to see what my average price is right now because I've bought XRP so ridiculously many times throughout these couple of months. I bought so many times, guys, it's so difficult. All right, Meowie Cat says, Dusty, talk about custody. Damn. Lipton Sparkling? No, I don't know what this is. Let's not call out what this is. Fards Niffer and Hugh Jazz are saying that the SEC will pull their case before the trial starts tomorrow. That's why XP is pumping right now. I personally don't believe so, Crypto Task Force. I personally don't believe they'll pull their case. That sounds a little bit far-fetched. If they were to pull their case, what would be the verdict? Would they let them win or what? So that sounds a little bit odd in my opinion. to just, yeah, to pull the, nah, that's a little bit strange. Once more, I might be a little bit skewed though, because I just don't think a case like that would ever be pulled, because they want to come to a verdict. And Ripple knows as well, if the case is pulled, they don't have a verdict, so they wouldn't want that, logically speaking. Okay, I'm seeing Ben with a 0.27. Just go up with a 0.19. Those are some crazy purchases, guys. That is also crazy. XAB Boss says, did that 85K giveaway ever happen? Lol, nope. We only were going to give something away if we hit 85,000 in the stream. I mean, we're like 500 or 400 subscribers off, so we were pretty far away still. I think maybe 400, 500 maybe. If we hit a really cool round number, I will do another giveaway, of course, if we hit it in a stream, or if we hit a cool amount of likes. But usually the streams don't get that many likes, nor are we close to round numbers, but maybe soon. Anthony's, please don't put your XRP amount in the comment section. It's never a smart thing to do. And for all the people watching afterwards, this is live, all right? Because I see a lot of people say, is this live in the comment section? Well, if you're watching it and in the comment section, then it's not live anymore, most likely. This is live right now. All the people in the chat right now are live as well, but you most likely are a little bit too late for the stream and you're watching it in hindsight. Still possible, though, to watch. If you check the chat over there, it's still interesting, I think, because we usually have some crazy stuff to talk about anyway. There's always a ton of stuff to talk about. XP Boss says, one love, you should pay you for entertainment. Of course not, guys, of course not. That would be a little bit silly, because I'm doing this voluntarily, of course. To be honest, if I didn't have a real passion for crypto, I wouldn't do this at all. Because it's a lot of work, but I like it. You know, I like the crypto stuff. I like to talk about it. And I like so much to talk with you guys. It's also something crazy. How many people are now showing up? By the way, let's quickly check out. On BitThumb, XRP trading right now at $1.57. That is also pretty crazy, huh? I've started to think about it. I know Bitcoin is trading at $70,000 too. But god diggly damn, that is crazy. Dusty Singh, I believe I can fly. No, we might be singing you gotta pump it up if we go on a crazy little pumpy road. But right now, we just formed a little bottom here at about $1.3031, something like that. And we're just wondering how high it's going to go. I'm still anticipating a little bump back upwards though, but that might be already it. We've already gone up about 3.5% or so just now. Easy trade this could have been if we were a little bit more alert. You can see the third bounce right there. Could have been easy to grab. But yeah, of course, that would have been with a good stop loss, that is. Gonna hit 1,000 this year per coin. You really think so? $1,000 per XRP? That is really enthusiastic, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's just really enthusiastic. Let's just call it like that. Let's go. Hit them like button for our Dutch boy. Hey, Esperix, you back. I see you. If USA Exchange still has XRP delisted, will you still get the FLR token on the same exchange? To be honest, it's going to depend what exchange, because FLR and XRP are different things. So there's not necessarily a road book for what they have to do with Flare. They can just give it out if they want to. But I'm not quite sure how that is arranged, to be honest. I'm just not knowing what the exchanges have said. It could be that they're also not going to distribute it, but most likely will. With Binance.us, you still have a process to go and grab your FLR on your own. Coinbase, I don't even think was supporting it from the get-go anyway. So, yeah. The Coinbase release will definitely boost the price when it happens. I do think so, but mind you, XRP already hit all-time high a little bit earlier, a couple of years, without Coinbase listing at all. Because you guys remember, back in the day, in 2017-18, there was only Coinbase relisting hype that really made the price go up, basically. And this time around, I'm kind of guessing that is the same thing. There's really a lot of anticipation for a huge Coinbase relisting that might take the price upwards as well. If there's some rumors going around that really are sparking a little bit heavier, yeah, that could be nice. Because a Coinbase relisting would definitely increase the price. Almost 99% sure. No, I'm going to say 100% sure that it would increase the price. So I would say yes, that could be crazy. But the chance of that happening is not I don't know. What I just don't know what the chances are of a real XRP relisting on Coinbase. Wait, somebody says Coinbase is supporting FLR. I'm not too sure. It could be. All right, but I just don't know, to be honest. I don't really use Coinbase for too much. I think it's a pretty stupid exchange, but it's the safest. If you're, looking for a place to put the most amount of money onto, I would say Coinbase is your safest bet. Binance being a close second to me. But I just don't like Coinbase for any other else thing, There's nothing really that I think, oh, you know what? Let me go to Coinbase right now. No, I've never had that feeling. I never have that thought. But maybe I'm dumb on it. What are your thoughts about ADA? I'm going to make another video on ADA like today somewhere where I'm going to be talking about XRP and ADA because that coin, the amount of people just pumping it up is insane. The fundamental perspective is insane. And we got some new confirmations over the next couple of months. So there's definitely some legitimacy to it once more. I'm sticking with ADA for a very long time, by the way, if you're wondering. I've been with them from the start, and I'll definitely stick around with that one for a very long while. Do you like Voyager? I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. 167 target. To be honest, guys, it's never smart to have a really round number as a target. So, for example, $1.07. Hey, we have 589 viewers. 589. Oh, it's back to 594. Oh, it's up to 594. Damn. It's never really nice to have a really round number. So, for example, $1.75 is definitely not something I would personally go for. But $1.70 is I guess, okay. Maybe like 169 point something is what could be a new target. We had $1.20 and $1.50 as targets. Both happened. Both have been hit. And so right now we're looking for the next one to hit. I'm just putting a 170 with no real fundamental. It's just basically another leg upwards, and we are expecting it to happen at one point or another as things are still looking positive. I am going to, as one said just now, publish a video in a couple of hours here about what I think is going to happen to the XP price tomorrow, because I think a lot of you guys are wondering about that. Let's see quickly if this can be anything of relevance. This is just a test. I don't even know if this is going to post up anything. Just put it in. See if there's any significant point that we hit just now. Okay, no. So we're really hovering around this 0.786 Fibonacci level right now, but we haven't really hit anything. We haven't back tested or retested anything right now. Nothing really significant on that one. One that might also be interesting is actually looking a little bit further, looking back at the bigger picture of the bigger run, huh? So for example, take the big upside. Yeah, let's go for that. Can we get rid of the drawings for right now and then draw one in? Can we do that? Or is that not allowed? No, then every one of them comes back. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. We can still, however, just attempt this one. Go for the high and go for the... Ooh, where's the freaking low? The low would be right around here. Let's quickly see. Okay, one of the interesting points was the 0.618. Of course, my most relevant too. That one was here right around $1.33. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we actually had an interesting bounce over at that area. Maybe like a 2-hour chart. Okay, yeah, so we're actually bouncing away from that point right now, I guess. Again, keep in mind this is the bigger picture for what's happening right now. But it is looking like we have a little bit of a bounce right there. Let's actually look on a 4-hour perspective. Yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so. You might say, oh, it's a little bit below. Yes, but that might be so. That's not a really bad thing. Let's quickly see. Somebody says, have you used ETH? It's useless to expect. Ether is not useless at all. And if you're wondering if ADA or Ether is going to win, it's really a difficult battle. I can't really put up a solid answer for you because it could be either. Literally. So there's a couple of really good parts about ADA, which, for example, is the hard cap that... Ooh, I just moved it. The hard cap that they have, that's really a positive thing. The fact that they have things coming for them. For example, Ethereum has Ethereum 2.0, yes, which might be interesting, but it's a small part. It has a lot of positivity, and it's quite new. It's quite new to it all. And Ethereum has been there for a little bit longer. Not necessarily in terms of research, but I'm talking about like Cardano is right now pumping up a little bit, and it's still a little bit lower. So the gains are more to have, basically. And Ethereum is already quite established, right? So the amount of gains that we're going to fetch with that one are a little bit less, most likely. That's more my idea about the situation. The hard cap, however, is a really solid one, a really simple one to understand. Then the functionalities, which have not been there, is an easy one to understand. There's quite a lot going for them. And yeah, obviously the gas fees, but all that type of stuff is eventually going to be fixed with Ethereum 2.0. So that is all kind of a short-term type of thing. Okay, Esbrick says you should register as a creator on Brave browser platform, and we can support you via BAT tokens / we will get paid too using BAT tokens for watching you, paid by the advertisers. Okay, I've never really looked into it. I just saw BAT a couple years ago when it was launching. I was like, well, what's the good side? It said you could get paid, but then it was like, well, you can get paid 4 cents per blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, this is not even worth my time then. But maybe I should get into it. I might do that. So Esperix, I'll look into it. And Cusper says, my like button doesn't work. Can you guys check yours, please? Thanks. P.S. Don't be lazy. It takes 2.5 seconds, and you can still listen to the video while doing it. Thanks again for checking yours. Okay, so can you guys please check your like button, see if it works? I like that, though. You also got me. I'm like, huh? Your like button didn't work? Please, guys, check it out. Does your like button still work? Really important. Wow. Make sure you check it out right now. This might be a huge bug. You have to test it. I like that. I like your style, brother. Sooner says, with blockchain starting to become more mainstream, will charts become harder to analyze, or will it stay fairly the same? I would say it stays exactly the same, if not easier. Because the way you can see it right now is the more money that is in it, the easier it becomes to follow the money. The more money is in it, the more you'll know when something is about to go down. Right now, you can actually you can actually say it's more of a speculational based thing where people are just kind of gambling, speculating, yada, yada, yada. The more money that comes in and the more that blockchain technology gets adopted, the more that there's big money inside of it and the more you'll see a determined move happen because it's supposed to happen, not just a miscellaneous random ass move. And with stocks, for example, do you think they are hard to analyze, those charts? I would say no. It's really the same thing. If you're going to write a bot, for example, if you're going to write a bot for a crypto or for a stock, it's going to be the same thing. The question, however, is, is one in a different trend than the other? That might be so. But the rest stays kind of the same. Andrew says, my 9-year-old keeps asking me, when Lambo? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. When Lambo? Depends on how much money you have right now. If you, for example, have, let's say about 100 million right now, you can definitely afford yourself a Lambo. I dare to say that. Well, look at that, by the way, guys. Our buy from yesterday is still looking juicy, huh? This was our on-last buy, I guess. The newest buy is right around here. So, by the way, you can also make if you want to, you can actually make let's not talk about that. I want to say a program which buys every time the price goes down X amount. Here you can see our last purchase of XRP is right around there. So we're just a little bit up right now, but it's not bad. Once more, we are expecting the recent future to still be good, or the near future to still be good. And even though I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen tomorrow in terms of price, I have made a video on it explaining what is about to happen to the lawsuit and what I think is going to happen to the price. Because what it basically comes down to is $1.70 is definitely within our vision, but also a nice little, could I call it fall down, or a comeback, whatever, of about maybe like 30% or something like that. It would be good too, though. I would be happy with that, so I can actually buy a little bit more. 30% would put it at about $1 something. Let's see. About $1. Yeah, let's say about $1. That wouldn't be too crazy if that were to happen either. And once more, that's a positive thing. If you really take a look back at the big bull run a couple years ago, and I need to clean this up in a little second because this is freaking annoying. It's too crowded. You didn't really see any big thing happening on the weekly perspective. If you go zoom into a day, let's really check that out to confirm. On a daily, it's freaking far back to scroll. Give me a second here. Gotta quickly come back. You're seeing here, there are corrections in there, and they should happen as well. This isn't really a correction. This is just a consolidation or something like that. Well, if you literally look, for example, here, we went from about 88 cents to about, let's see here, 61 cents, about a 30% correction. Right here, we went even bigger on it. Let's quickly see how deep that was. That's about a 47% correction within a day that we saw right there. The whole correction, if you take the bigger move, is just about, let's say, 16 to 25. Let's see here, all right? Another huge correction happening. About a 35%. And then from the top, within the next day, it's about a 35%. So that's also why I was going a little bit above, or a little bit below $1.04 right now, which was 30%. I'm thinking maybe a 32, 33% would be quite logical, as that is what happens historically quite often. I'm not sure if it's actually going to follow up and continue on forward here. This is, for example, 50%, but in the first couple of days, it's about 45. Point being, it is really often that it goes down about 35% or so, a little bit after some big gains. In some cases, you'll see more, some cases you'll see less, but I'm just saying it's a really common theme to go down about that much at least. In this case here, we've gone down about, let's quickly check, about 13%. It's okay. We can rise further. Don't get me wrong. But it would be good if we fell back down. I gave my microphone a little slap to the face. If you're wondering what happened there, I gave my microphone a little slap. A little love tap, though. Maybe we should call it that. A little love tap. Press asks, what's going to happen in 10 minutes? We do not know. We do not know, and I will not tell, even if I did know, because that is dangerous stuff. That is really dangerous stuff to tell. I keep telling people, and don't ask me for financial advice. Don't ask me for a price prediction. Whatever I know, I will tell you whenever I feel comfortable with that. Because it's some stuff you just cannot share because it's not smart to do. For example, if I were to say, guys, it's certainly going to happen, right? This is going to happen. Wrong, right? Because some people's going to follow up on your suggestion and going to lose money, maybe. Because there's never a certain thing and people don't know that. There's a ton of people who think I have all the answers and can all of a sudden, boom, make them money like that. We don't. It's all about probability, in my opinion. So right now, we can look at what the highest probability is. Well, if you think about it, we have a really important date coming up tomorrow. Historically, the most important days were about the 15th of February, the 22nd of February, and the 8th of April, the 6th of April. I don't even remember, guys. Which one was it now? It was Tuesday. What date is it now? The 6th of April, I believe. So, yeah, then we can kind of deduce something from that. Well, as you'll see in the next video coming up, I just said it, but I'm going to say it again. The video is going to come up explaining what has happened before, but right here, a document was given out by Ripple, right? So over this amount of time here, the price pumped mostly because of anticipation of the date. Now, this date on its own wasn't actually as beautiful because we already got the document, which we're supposed to get on the 15th, on the 27th, I believe, of January. And of course, the whole XRP pump ordeal, but I've kind of ignored that. What you're basically noticing is this was the way that it was paving for itself throughout the 22nd, and we got some huge gain. Once more, however, that's also what I've drawn here. This is from the next video, which is going to come up in about an hour. If you see, we went up about, let's see here, about 160%, and then falling back down and correcting about 40, a little bit less actually, I would say. I would say the real correction is about 37% or something like that. Right now, we've also gone up a ridiculous amount, like 200%, 250, depends on where you really think this move started. You could also say the move started here, but about 380%. Right now, we're only falling back down 50. No, that's really not normal. That's too little. All right, so we're expecting it to fall down. But then again, from the different perspective, if we got more positive lawsuit dates happening, which we are expecting Monday, the Monday afterwards, and the Thursday afterwards, then things should be going well. Yeah. The only problem is we don't have any real hearings anymore. We just have smaller lawsuit dates right now. Let's see the correction here. About 23%. Ooh, that's actually a really small one then, huh? If you check it out, 4th of April to now. Look at this, guys. 4th of April to now. About 160% in just like, I don't know, 6 days or so. That's crazy. Thomas says, beef. He's back at it again. If you're having trouble seeing the screen on day mode, try increasing the video quality. It helps. I think there's a ton of people who are having issues with day mode and with night mode whenever we are looking at these charts on TradingView. So it's a really difficult one. But once more, Bitcoin is still following our exact prediction. We're retesting the top side. We're still hoping to actually breach it, though. If that happens, all hell will break loose. Altcoin season is then just another confirmation that it's there. Why? Because most likely Bitcoin will retest. Even if it goes sideways right now, it's still bullish, but that would be really nice. Because I'm hoping that it's not going to take too much of its dominance back, but actually just go above all-time high to show, hey, there's still bullishness in Bitcoin. Because a lot of institutions are coming in and we just want Bitcoin to stay bullish while gaining less than the alts do. We don't want Bitcoin to go still or sideways for too long, because that means that the enthusiasm in crypto might be going down a little bit. You might say, oh, Dusty, but that means altcoins are just being bought. Partially, yes. If we, for example, were to follow the bigger market cap without alts, which is this one, I think. Oh, this one it is. Yeah, you might see, okay, it's still going upwards, so it's still looking good. Altcoin season is still here. You're right, but we want this to go a little bit more crazy. We want a little correction on this one too. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds. I don't even think you can really call this out to be a normal correction, but we want it to happen. The one with Bitcoin is still moving up higher too. We have definitely gone above it of $2 trillion freaking dollars. It's still crazy. Somebody's saying dark. To be honest, I don't know if there's an easy way to go about it, because I like this one personally on dark, so I went for light. And when I check out a lot of these YouTubers, they also have out a light one, because I just think more people can easily see what's happening on those. But maybe it would be something to make it a little bit darker. Maybe that would be something. Odin says, drinks on me. if we go crazy. And yes, tomorrow the tweet with the motion to dismiss the lawsuit from Chris Larson and Brad Garlickhouse. Yes. Hey guys, if you're watching right now, make sure you press that like button. And we only need like, how many more? We need like 20 more subscribers to get to 86,000. Make sure you press that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Usually about 50% of the people are not subscribed. So, hey, you know what? Why not, right? What are you're missing out. That's all I'm saying. You're missing out. And generally speaking here, our idea for the next couple of months is just going to be positive anyway. If we fall back down a little bit, and that's okay. It's just more buying, right? That's all we want. What do you think about one partnership with Ripple? I think I have that open as well in the next tab here to talk about that a little bit later. This is what we got for a little bit later tonight. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about because things are just looking juicy, guys. Juicy. I'm also getting an email now from Bitcoin.com. The myth of 2% inflation. Hey, by the way, guys, are you really into NFTs, any of you guys? Because I'm still waiting for XRP and NFTs to become connected in some way, shape, or form. I'm still hoping that it's going to be coming up. But it kind of looks like the XP to Bitcoin made a little bit of a bottom right here once more. This is a 1 hour chart, not too significant. I would like to get it on a 4 hour, but it's a start from things. It's a start. It's just, I'm so extremely bullish. It's always hard to tell people because they're going to try look for things which make sense to them, but it's hard to give people just an attitude which you have, you know? You got to kind of back it up with charts and with data, like for example, the loss and whatnot. But I've said it before, I'm saying it again. Right now, the price of XRP, in my opinion, basically reflects the faith of people in lawsuits, in the XRP lawsuit specifically. That is what the whole price is based on right now. The more that people believe in this lawsuit that they're going to win, the higher the price goes, and the inverse goes exactly the same. But would you guys be interested in a Dusty BC NFT? I had there's one designer who came up to me and was like, hey man, go give this out, which was like a month ago. Waiting for XRP, to be kind of a main thing for NFTs, but it isn't really happening. So I'm thinking if we're going to go for ETH, I don't know if people are really into that because I personally don't like ETH too much for the fact that it's so expensive, but I do have a lot of it and I am bullish on it mostly because it is groundbreaking. It was one of the first ones, the same way that I'm bullish on Bitcoin. There's a lot of people in the XRP community who are actually negative on Bitcoin. I'm not. Is Bitcoin most useful? No. Is it really good in any way, shape, or form? Only, I guess, if you're talking about hedging or, for example, the institutional interest. Then yes, Bitcoin is breaking some records, but mostly, it's stupid. Dusty. BTC community will buy XP next week. Expect a sell-off of 10,000 Bitcoin in one day and a 500 million XRP. A 500 million XRP is not going to be too much, to be honest. That is not really going to change too much, but a 10,000 Bitcoin sell-off for XRP, that would be quite good. That would be quite crazy. Error. YouTube is not getting enough screen. Is it lagging for you guys? Let me know if it is. All right. For me, it's all fine when I'm checking back on my phone, but I'm seeing a 200 viewer drop just now. So maybe the stream lagged for a little second because people click off like the freaking weather when it happens. That's really interesting to me as well. They hate it when my internet suffers for a little second. They're like, no, Dusty is gone. I'm out. We're still watching the moon, though. We're still watching for it. Still think it's gonna happen in the near future here, but whatever. All right, let's see. Gus G is also back in the chat. What's up, man? What's up? I hold Bitcoin and Ether for long term. Yeah, I still hold Bitcoin and Ether for longer term too. I still think it is worth it. Puni X, to be honest, I'm not really too happy with the way that NPXS or Puni X is going. I wouldn't really add too much to my portfolio, but I do have a little bit of it because I bought it a couple years ago. The majority of mine I've thrown out the window, but I have a little bit of it still. When is it a good time to buy XRP? Well, when is it not a good time to buy XRP? I mean, yeah, what those questions as well. What do I do with them? Like, what can I do? I can only say to you, like, well, no, I cannot say anything. I can only tell you what I'm doing, but that's what the Patreon is for, right? That's where exactly what coins I'm buying, what coins I'm, not too much about the selling, mostly about the buying. It's on there, right? This is the discount price right now. I think it will be full maybe tomorrow or something like that. Maybe I could even be today, because this is all people who signed up in the last like 30 hours or so. And this is the normal price. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. It's $1 million worth of info for a couple bucks. You don't need it because it's just talking about my coins and what's about to happen in the market. Some more detailed stuff. But yeah. Drop to 125? It's not, no, it's not possible. It is possible. A drop to 125 would actually be really good. However, we're not seeing that just quite yet. We've not gone down far enough at all. Hey, GM Visuals with the rockets in the chat. Hey. Can you mention upcoming court dates, please? So court dates themselves, if you're talking about real hearings, I'm not sure. I think 1 month from now or so. If we're talking about motions and whatnot, we have the 12th, which is tomorrow. We have the 19th, and we have the 22nd. So there's 3 important dates in the near future. That's just a couple easy ones already like that. There's a lot of them, by the way, so I can't just come up here and give you every single motherfucking date. I don't have time like that. It would take me an hour or something like that to do. But those are the 3 most important ones. The first one is the motion to dismiss, which is coming up tomorrow, as we said. The second one is the motion to intervene by John Deaton. And then the third one is the motion to strike Ripple's lack of fair notice defense on the 22nd. And then the time frame after that is all like there's a month in between all these things usually. Do you think those dates will affect the price? There is a video coming out. When I end the live stream, a video will come live, all right? And that video is going to be talking mostly about what I think is going to happen to the price tomorrow. But for all of you guys watching right now, what I think, a little heads up, is that the price could correct here a little bit, and I'm hoping for that to get a better entry. But it could also skyrocket if we just keep up with this bullish momentum for the lawsuits. Because I just said it, the price reflects the faith in the lawsuit. There's some what's it now? Not conspiracy, some speculation about Coinbase relisting, for example. That might help out a little bit. There's some other pieces of speculation that the SEC, for example, is corrupt. That might add to. But generally speaking, the price goes up as much as we believe in the lawsuit. And a lot of those people who actually decided to only buy into XP once they fix the lawsuit, yeah, those are seeing that right now. You know, those are noticing it. You got to pump it up. You guys are excited about that song, huh? So that song is kind of an exclusive. Only if XRP goes nuts do we sing that song. Premiere the video? Yes, I will, Tristan. Like, I'll do the same thing as yesterday. Well, just premiere it right after the stream. And I like the Pump It Up song, to be honest, man. I love it. I like to sing it. I like to just play it as well. But I played it in one of the streams before a couple months ago, and it didn't go too properly. I know the video got taken. No, the video just was restricted because you have copyright in it. So I don't like that too much. Guys, we have 10 more subscribers to go to get to 86,000. Make sure you press that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. 800 people watching. We should be able to get there like right now. Marco says 400 million XRP transferred from escrow wallet to unknown wallet. Just now? That would be a little bit strange if it did. Let's type in, what should we type in? A Ripple. Or no, whale alert, right? Whale alert. There we go. Let's quickly see if something like that happened. That would be really odd if it did. So I'm not sure if you're lying, which I think you are, but you know, let's not assume. Because it could be the truth, but I don't think so. I think what he's referring to is the start of the month, because otherwise, who would have an escrow like that? That would be strange. Who would have a 400 million XP escrow? I don't think anybody has that. I think you're lying to me, but all right. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt for a little second. We got a 4 million XP transfer. Guys, by the way, this is so odd to me. We always talked about these big transfers, right? And it's like 4 million XP used to be like, okay, it's $1 million. A lot of money, but I'm okay. Now it's freaking 5.5 million, just like that. Like, badoom, badam. That is crazy, guys. That is so crazy. Same thing for XLM. Whenever I used to talk about it, it's like, okay, I'll divide by 8. Right now, 10 million XLM is like $6 million. It's really crazy. Same thing for BNB even as well. 55,000 BNB is $25.6 million. It is insane. Oh, look at those transfers too, huh? Yeah, huge transfers to BNB because it's breaking. Right now, BNB is like $500 or so. Yeah, $504 for one BNB. It's insane. It is really freaking insane. It is really crazy. Okay, Marco baited us. He just said, April 1st. Nice, man. I like that. He says it just came up on my phone. If it's old news, sorry, bro. Yeah, it's about 11 days old, so I'm not sure exactly. It would be odd if it was the truth, though. It would be crazier if it was right. Let's just call it like that. That would be even stranger. Dusty, how much does Jet have left? I'm not sure. I will make a video as well, hopefully, maybe tomorrow. I think later today. I have a video on that coming up. I think so. Yes, I do. I do have a video on that coming up, so don't worry. I will talk about the escrow and about how much Jet McKellop has left, all right? I'll put it into the agenda right now. Let me quickly write it down. Anything else you want me to talk about, guys? Let me know right now. If you have any recommendation for what to talk about, put it right now because I'm gonna have to put up this too. So you just said, okay, Jet McKellop escrow. I know next month is gonna be crazy. That's why I want to talk about it. But let me know what you guys are seeing. Yeah, this, by the way, is the XRP price in Korea right now, $1.60-ish. However, Bitcoin is also trading at $70,000. Yes, but look at the volume. That's the crazy part. Guys, we have to check something really important. Are you guys forgetting? Every time, what happens is when the price goes crazy, places like LifeCoinWatch decide to stop taking XRP from BitThumb into their XP markets here. And they have promised me now via the DMs that this will not happen again. We got a fact check. All right, let's add this by liquidity. Let's see. Okay, it's still in there, guys. It is still in there. Oh, they did not let me down just quite yet. That would be interesting, though. That would be really interesting if it did. Because they just promised me. They said, Dusty, it will never happen again. I said, okay, I trust you. Maybe I didn't even reply. But I kind of trusted them. But that's good. And Robert, don't ask in Dutch. Just ask in English. The chance of me answering then is a lot better. Because even though I can read it, you want most of the people to read it, right? If I could speak Arabic, it wouldn't be fun if only people started talking like that, then most people wouldn't know. So if you're saying it in Dutch, I will not reply. Just quickly saying that. Once more, I can read it, I can understand, but I will not. Sometimes I will, but most of the time I don't. Okay, so Dusty, what are the chances of a sharp correction in the XRP near future? So there's no real probability I can put on there. What is the chance? That is really difficult to say. We have not witnessed a run like this ever before, specifically because it does follow and resemble 2017, specifically if you start to look at the Coinbase resemblance, where Coinbase wasn't listing XP back then. There was a lot of hype for it, and there was kind of a hype for something bigger to come. And the Korean exchanges were also trading at a huge premium with XP at the forefront. A lot of things are resembling back then, and the corrections were about 33 to 35% at that point. Right now, we are expecting something like that to happen too. Wouldn't be too crazy. We could also basically fall back down from this point, right? Or come back up from this point on forward. Ooh, you can see it right this area. That would also not be too crazy. But it's going to depend because it's like I don't want to say a 50-50 even. It's a waiting game. I don't even know the probability for this one. Korea always has a premium. Almost always. 95% of the time. Dusty, please talk about stop losses. Stop losses are a really simple thing. A really essential thing to trading, though. A really essential thing. So, to give you the quick rundown, because I thought most people would know about a stop loss. If you are, for example, okay, so let's talk about our specific case, right? Let's say a really interesting area for XRP is, for example, right around here, right? Let's say our area of interest is right around there. What I could do is, if I were going to bounce from there on forward, for example, we enter a long position when we bounce from here. We wait for example, a confirmation candle. Let me zoom in a little bit because it's a little bit crowded, but you'll see in just a second, all right? We could, for example, wait until we touch the bottom. Like, for example, just like this. We go down, 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 down. And once we touch here, get a confirming candle to kind of go to the upside, maybe another confirming candle, and we buy into XRP. A stop loss would basically mean where you are going to exit the trade at a loss. A stop loss, you could also put your stop loss higher and basically shift it upwards, but it's about the idea that you put a price where you'll just sell. And usually this is in a ratio to your exit. So for example, if your target is to get another, you want to get back up to this area right here, a little bit below because you want to be a little bit more safer. For example, a 10% gain. Your stop loss could be, for example, a little bit under the level here to be safe on that, right? That could be something which is something you do. By the way, there is a little bit of lag. I just see, again, 150 people dropped out. I'm not sure why it is so laggy, guys. The internet is fine, but it says the internet is not fine. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But if buffering a little bit, just wait a little second. It will get back up there. All right, and guys, one thing you should know, if you're into my Patreon, which I know a lot of you, I shouldn't say a lot of you guys are, but again, I think just somebody also went in here. I think so. If you're into it, that's completely cool because I'm sharing a lot of info on here, as you guys know, but do not ask me for financial advice. I cannot give it to you. I will give you my updates and what I think is going to happen. You can see exactly here what I've got for you. Fan requests mostly talks about what exactly you want me to cover on the channel or on Patreon here, what you want me to go look up. For example, I got XEO coming up, a little analysis on that. My portfolio updates every time I buy a coin, at least when I buy large quantities. Some passive income guides are on there, some spreadsheets, all the other posts I've done before. Early access to crypto picks, which is basically, if I think a coin might go crazy, I'll share it on here too. And some exclusive posts and updates, basically the same thing, right? So some things I don't share with the rest of the people, it's going to be on there. But that does not mean you can basically just come ask, say, hey, Dusty, where do you think it's going to go? I'll just tell you if I know something. Because in the end, guys, it's all a little bit of a we'll see. But something like this could occur, right? Where $1.13 could be the mark, but it could also be right around here at about $1 to $1.04. This little boxy right here, like right around this area here. Why? Well, that would be, for example, a little bit of a correction of about 30 to 35%, which is logical if we compare it to what we've seen the last couple of bull runs, right? So about 30 to 35%, let's say around this area here, would also not be too crazy to bounce from, which is basically scenario number 2 then. So again, it basically is falling back down like this with maybe a little hiccup, for example, like right here, right? Could also be that we're going to fall down to this area because we got some support right there, come back upwards a little bit, kind of fake out, and then move back lower. And again, maybe go here sideways a little bit before coming back upwards. Some stuff like that can always happen. It happens very often, but it's going to mostly depend on what we're going to see tomorrow. Because if tomorrow's lawsuit is going to pull through like expected, we're going to just continue on positively. However, I also give you guys some inside knowledge here when I say the lawsuit itself, is it 100% positive? No. And you should know that. It's not 100% positive. We're going to get some positive things from Ripple side, don't get me wrong. But that does not mean that everything happening is going to be positive anyway. Because usually, with the whole lawsuit department, what was I trying to say? The documents themselves are not really that interesting. It's mostly about how they are reacting to the documents. So since tomorrow they're going to show one document, their motion to dismiss basically, it might not be too amazing, but we'll see. This is kind of a negative scenario. What we of course could also have, because this is like one half of the story, is basically just continue on forward, building around this area, building it around the $1.33. I would say, I guess this little zone right here is what we're going to be building on, about $1.34 to about $1.30, or let's say $1.30, $1.29. Like that area is what we're going to be building on here. And then from that point forward, we're mostly going to retest about $1.70. And the reason I'm putting $1.69 as a more important area than 171, which is actually the logical one to go for, is because usually there is some more heavy resistance at about 169, 170. We've seen that before with 0.69, 0.59, 0.49. Those were all really heavy points, and we are expecting it to happen once more. Also, if I were you, I'd want to sell or buy at 169. It's just a nice number. My opinion on that, though. All right, let's see. The SEC said they never banned the sale of trades of XRP from the U.S. market. They never did, though. They never did. That's true. Dusty, can you show the XP rich list? I can. Yes, sir. Ledger.exposed. There we go. Here is the XRP rich list, if you're wondering. There's a couple of explanations for this, though. The higher the price goes, the lower this number should be anyway. So it's not necessarily that people are selling off. It's very often that the higher the price goes, the more that this number goes down. Because at the start, this, for example, was, let's say this was 80,000 XRP, right? If the price per XRP is 20 cents, let's go for 25 cents, then it's $20,000. But right now, since the XRP price is about $1.50, this all of a sudden is $100,000. So logically, this number should be going down, as becoming a 1% holder will most likely still become more expensive, but, you know, at a deteriorating rate. That would be logical. So scenario number 2, once more, is basically a bounce from basically where we've been right now. So just basically come back upwards. We don't know exactly how it's going to be moving, but this is the next area which we're going to be hitting, basically 170-ish. And that's the one I'm looking for. And if you're wondering where this point becomes relevant from, look at it. Take a look at the bigger picture for XRP. Ooh. It's basically the 0.5 Fibonacci from the huge move in 2017-18 to the lowest point in about March 2020. So these are key levels which are engraved, and a lot of people will be trading these. And what you usually want to do is you really want to have your targets a little bit above or below these important levels. Never have them on there exactly, because a lot of people use these. So, yeah. My personal advice to myself, not to you, of course, because it's not financial advice. Ooh, not financial advice. So if you're also wondering why did it go below here a little bit, could also be some inaccuracy in my placing of the highest and the low. Could also be because a lot of people trade this, so it usually goes a little bit around there. Because not everybody trades exactly on the same point. They trade around there. And they use this next to some other things. But I would say it's still quite relevant, though. I would say it is. Uphold, but they are a joke. You know how many people ask me where you can buy XRP? And I want to kind of, I don't know, I want to kick myself in the freaking face. Use freaking Google. Go to Google, type in, okay. How to buy XRP, and then the city you live in or the freaking country you live in. I don't care. Write it down. It's simple. Why do you ask me? Go look up Google. I'm not Google. I don't know where you live. I don't know how it works in that country. Go look it up. Hey, Dusty, is there any way for me to use the stop loss if I have my cryptos on Coinbase? I personally, what you mean, Coinbase or Coinbase Pro? I assume you're using Coinbase Pro if you're going to trade on there, right? Because otherwise, well, I mean, just it's interesting. Just type it in. Once more, don't ask. If you want a question like that answered, literally use the freaking Google. Hey, Dusty, does this exchange have... Okay, use Google. Hey, Dusty, use Google. If Google cannot find it, ask me. If I don't know it, ask Google once more because Google will know. Google will know almost anything. So it's going to be smart to do that. You don't have Coinbase Pro. Just go look up how Coinbase Pro works, right? Prohibits, whatever. Go look it up. Maybe that would be handy for you to do if you want to trade something. Otherwise, why would you need a stop loss if you're just buying the crypto normally? It's not. It's not rage. I'm happy. I'm still good. Okay, Bristo says Google didn't find my answer. All right, let's see what your question is then. Because they call me Google 2.0. I know. No, of course not. I mean, most of the stuff is just Googleable. And if you ask me, all I can do is just Google it. So, yeah. Dusty, what do you think about... Okay, no, not answering that. That's also... you know how many people have asked me about Pi and about Student Coin and about the other one? B? Keep telling people, that's not my style. That's not really something I like at all. It's just a dumb coin. I don't know what they're doing with your info. That's one thing. But also, it's going to give you freaking 1 cent a year. Why do you want that? Okay, Ahmad Hoy. Nice name, though. Hoy Hachining-san. What time are you live tomorrow? That's a good-ass question. What time are you going live tomorrow? I'm not sure. It depends on what the price is going to do, I would say. Because once more, these are 2 scenarios. And just once more, come look back at the channel tomorrow. Make sure you freaking are subscribed, by the way. Have we already hit 86,000, guys? I think we're like 5 subscribers off. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. And we'll see what the... Have we already hit 86,000, guys? If not, make sure you press the subscribe button right now. Even if we have, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's worth it, man. But also, come look back tomorrow. See if we're live streaming, because that might mean something crazy is about to happen to the price. And yeah, we're still going over the usual strategy. Buy every time it goes down 10%. Hope for a 30% correction. If it doesn't happen, though, we are still happy because the price is most likely going to go to about $1.69 or something like that. And I just answered, but then again, somebody comes in with, hey, Dusty, what do you think about an XRP going for a correction? Would be good, would be nice, I would like it. But chances about 50-50. The lawsuit date tomorrow is the motion to dismiss. It's basically Ripple's proposal to dismiss the motion. It's going to be a document brought up by them, where the SEC now has a month to look into it and respond. Then a month later, I believe May 14th. Is it really juicy? A little bit. I mean, we might get some really interesting dismissal points from Ripple, but most likely not. So it's just basically the same thing over again. And if it isn't, we'll see tomorrow, and the price will most likely skyrocket. If it's basically the same, we'll most likely see neutral price. If it's a negative thing, if we're like, oh, Ripple doesn't really have a really good defense here, then we'll most likely see the price go down a little bit. Because as I've said before, and I'm saying it again, people keep coming up with this one. The XRP price right now mostly resembles the faith in the lawsuit. And guys, if you're watching, I want to get to 500 likes this stream. If not, we have failed. So make sure you also press that like button. Right now, there's 800 people watching. It's going to be easy because 10,000 people have already tuned into this stream over the last hour or so. So make sure you press that like button. And if you don't, well, that's not nice. That's just not nice of you. I mean, it isn't a bad thing, but it's not nice of you. There have also been a record amount of dislikes. We got 13. Did I say something wrong? Maybe I did. Gary Gensler's Tuesday, right? I'm not actually sure about that. Ooh, that is interesting. And what time is the motion tomorrow? They basically have till the 12th to file it, so I wouldn't know. When are they going to file? They could have filed it a week ago, but I haven't seen it, so I'm assuming they haven't filed it either. And Dr. Funzy, I don't know if you're being dumb or if you're real with this one. He says, you're praying for a correction. You're not a real XRP, big dog. I'm not sure if you're, really kind of strange or if you're joking. Because a correction would be amazing. And if you're bullish on XRP, you would think a correction is amazing too. Because if you overheat, which basically means the price goes up for too long, you most likely will get a big crash. And we don't want that. We want a correction. A good and healthy correction, which you will always see in these bullish times. You will always see corrections here and there. This is even a correction. But we want it to be a little bit further. We want it to be about 30% or so. I would like that. I would want to get some more XRP, but that's me. Maybe you are really happy with your position right now, but then you are the one who's not really bullish on XRP. So maybe that's that. Or maybe he's run out of money altogether. He doesn't have anything left. He's like, damn, I want XP to moon because I'm done. I'm out of money. I can't buy more. I want XP to moon right now. I don't have money anymore. That could be too. Yeah, maybe. It was really a top at about $1.50. Let's quickly see exactly what the point was that we hit. It's about, you can see here the high. This is the one I'm watching right now. It's about $1.49.6. So really about $1.50 that we came up to again. It's interesting how we first got bounced at about $1.40. I believe it's to the dot as well. See here again, look at the high. $1.40. And then the first time we broke $1.40, which right around here, we actually, boom, all of a sudden went all the way to $1.50. That is really interesting though. The first time I had $1.20 in mind, we did hit that perfectly as well. Now we had $1.50 in mind. We went there again. And now $1.70. Somebody's saying you deserved it because you're talking shit about XRP. I don't know if you're talking to me or not. Once more, I just consider people who really think a correction is bad as people whose opinion doesn't matter too much right now. Because I've just explained why a correction is really healthy and really good, and I would love it. If you are going to continue on every day too bullish, eventually it's going to fade out. It's going to be really negative. We want these healthy corrections. So I would definitely be happy. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it's up and up and up. I wouldn't mind, but I would like it to come back down so I can buy a little bit more. Yeah. People have different opinions, I guess, huh? Mohammed says, don't you now pump it up? You got to pump it up. I mean, if the price goes up like crazy, well, we might sing a little bit again. Let's see on a 1 minute chart. Once more, we don't use this for analysis. Don't get me wrong. We're just using this to see what the price is doing. We again got the little bouncy bounce a couple of minutes ago. It's already an hour, and it's almost 2 hours ago already. Time is flying. But actually, since that point, we've only been going up. And by the way, if you are watching if you're in the Discord, a link is down below. You know, I bought XRP at about $1.31, like right around here. $1.31 in USDT. This was not really following the plan, and I didn't actually buy much. It was kind of an accidental thing. Because I was just messing around with some people in Discord, but it wasn't really too much to it. And I don't think I updated on Patreon because, once more, it wasn't really my plan. There wasn't really any thought behind it. I was buying a little bit because, well, I was talking in Discord about XRP. So I was like, yeah, you know what? It hit kind of a bottom right now, $1.31. I think it's juicy. And that was a really lucky buy then, I guess. We hit it once more and another time here about $1.31. It went to about 130 and I caught almost the bottom. Pretty funny. So once more, no real thought process went into this. It was just kind of for fun in the Discord. Some guy bought it about $1.38. No, 37. And he was riding the wave upwards to here. He said it was at $1.40, but it hit like $1.38 and then came back down to about his entry and he made a $20 profit. It was really funny. Hey, Sanush is back in. Will we become millionaires, Dusty? Let's still, well, it depends. Are you a millionaire already? How much money do you have? That will depend on whether or not you become a millionaire. But, I made the video a couple of days ago, right? 2 days ago, explaining what it would basically take to become a millionaire. It all depends on your longer term vision on XRP, though. If $20 is your goal, if you think that's going to happen, which I think is definitely feasible, 50K XP will do the trick. But that still might be a little bit too much for some people. Hoy has said, lol, Bitcoin went to 3 to 4K, also a correction, and now it is at 60,000. You are all missing the bigger picture. That's the difference between earning a little money and being rich. Yeah, I guess so. Guys, you know what I'll also take care of pretty soon? I'll make sure that I'll have a system in place where some people can actually join me in the live stream and get their little talk going. Where I'll just invite some people on Discord and you can maybe do your little story if you want to. That could be fun as well. Or some people might tell what they think is going to happen to XRP or what they are envisioning just for something else. I don't know. Or maybe they could tell their story about a coin that I do not know about and you guys might find it interesting too. Maybe we're going to do some interviews soon as well, maybe. I'm not sure. But I got to get some stuff done. Because there's a freaking 900 people watching every stream now. Like 1,000 to 1,500 every stream. So it's definitely worth it, I think, to go and look a little bit more into this for me. I should. But not today. Next time, though. Not today. No. We still got to get to 500 likes, though. Otherwise, my mission has not been successful. Somebody says, I own 1,000 XRP. How many years until I make a mil? Lols. Well, it's going to take... That will most likely take a little bit of time. Let me put it like that. But I don't know. Maybe it'll happen sooner than you think. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, that's a difficult one. That's a sketchy one, huh? Somebody says, I only got 110. Hey, guys, please. It's never smart to put your XP holdings in the comment section or in that little box right there. It's not smart. I wouldn't personally recommend you to do that. And no, I did not do recommendations. Somebody asks, entry price for BNB. Can you do recommend, please? No. I cannot. No. Pump it up to $3, dude. All right, you know what? I'll do a little bit of magic, all right? Kaboom! Boom, all of a sudden, it's going to go to $3 now since we did that. And look at that, we're booming. Look at that, guys, it worked. Look at that. We're going up, we're zooming. We're going back, we're seeing a small little green candle. Things are going good. Things are going well. No, but honestly, guys, it's gonna really stem from the lawsuit tomorrow. So you're gonna have to watch it really carefully right now. It's a little bit scary to enter or exit a position. To do anything is really scary right now because it can really go either side. I've just explained to you guys both the scenarios. I will quickly solidify that in another video coming up right after this one, as you'll most likely see. Got any financial advice? No. No, I don't. Breaking triangle. You know how much you can do on a 1 minute chart, by the way? There's so many fun things which you can draw in here, but none of it is really too relevant in my opinion. I just don't think it's gonna work. But there's a lot of fun things which you get like literally any pattern that you have ever seen in crypto before, you'll find in here. That's also pretty funny. At least I find it. Morton says, can you cover GSX back again? Never heard anything more about it after the countdown. So the guys, I've talked to one of them like 2 days ago or so. But what I heard was there's an exchange coming up in like 7 days from now, or like maybe 10 or 7 or 10 days. I'm not sure about that, Morton, but something like that. That could be pretty cool. Philip says, why is it not recommended to hold some XRP on the market instead of a wallet? Well, yeah, I mean, what type of question is that? It's like, well, why would somebody? It's like you're keeping your money with somebody else, right? So he's basically having control of it. If something happens to that person, you've lost your money. It's basically like asking, why don't you let a friend or a shop? Let's say, okay, a shop in your city, right? There's a little local electronics store. Why don't you let them hold on to your money? Why not? Well, they can. They can definitely do that. And it might be easy if you want to buy a phone next week. It might be easy if you want to switch that money to something else. Or maybe differently. Why don't you keep your money at the transfer office, like a local place where you can transfer your money to different currencies. The reason you don't store it there is because what if something happens to that shop? Yes, they have your money. Yes, but as of that point, it's really in their control. And with Binance, if their wallets get hacked, your money is gone. If they decide to quit for some reason, your money is gone. And pick 10 other things. If something happens to them, your money is gone. Because at that point, it's not your money. And with crypto, it's so simple. You can be your own bank. It's so easy. You have to do literally nothing. So why let somebody else control it for you? That is the bigger question. Why would you want to let somebody else control it? Don't get me wrong. You can put some money on an exchange. It's not the worst thing. But be careful with that. Not financial advice. It's just, you got to kind of find the good balance for yourself. I wouldn't say never put money on an exchange because there's definitely a couple of scenarios in which it would be kind of smart to go for it. But then again, there's also quite a lot of other reasons why I would kind of recommend against it. So the one I personally use, if you're talking about a hardware wallet, is the Ledger. A link is down below. You don't have to use that though. You can use whatever the frick you want. But that one gives me a couple of dollars if you buy one. And by the way, I had popcorn ready as well. I had my freaking popcorn ready to go watch the price go moon like crazy. We didn't get there though. I mean, we're going up, but we're not going up as much as I kind of anticipated right now. We're up about 20. I don't know. I'm not sure. Simon Knight says, Dusty, you make too much money. How do you know? How would you know? And should I, what? Hey, what type of popcorn do you guys like? Do you guys like sweet or salty? But Ledger is the one I use mostly. So the Ledger Nano wallet. That's the one I like the most. It's just simple, convenient, whatever. It's just easy. When phase reveal? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. A little while from now, though. Not today. Oh boy, if we break 138, we're going back to 150 because it'll be confirmed support. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit valid, I would say. Yeah, we're creeping up there though. You're right. Also, it's all relative. I mean, I'm still talking as if this is not really nice. I'm still actually enjoying this like crazy because we're still just pumping up like no tomorrow. And I mean, $1.38 in a couple of days like right now. It's still insane. It's just because it kind of doesn't feel as special as before now that I'm kind of trying to be like, oh, yeah, I mean, if we go higher. But still, $1.38 per XRP is still completely crazy. So don't get me wrong when I say, oh. So yeah, that is that. But yeah, I'm not sure if we should actually do full freaking XRP watch here, like for the next couple of hours, or if we should skip it. Because I want to make the premiere for the next video for the, maybe I should stay around. Because it's basically still trending upwards and upwards. It's still going strong. I might have to wait with the premiere. We might have to keep watching this one. Where's your Lambo, Dusty? You haven't seen it? Did I not post a video on on Twitter of mine? Which of the two do you mean, though? Which of my Lambos are you talking about? Can you advise? Marco, understand that I will not advise you, so don't put advise in the freaking question, man. Come on. Brandon says $1.30 is confirmed strong support. True, because we tested it again for the third time now. Yes. If we break 138, it will be support because as well because we bounced off 130 and we will uptrend from 138. So I would not completely agree. I would, however, say that if we break 138, there's really nothing too much for 150. But then again, this is all kind of relative, right? Because you're talking about 138 like as if it's a really strong area. But let's quickly check on an hourly perspective. It's all kind of, well, let's quickly see. All right, so we have the today movement, 138. Okay, so we've hit that like once. This area is what he's talking about right now. We basically found a bottom here. This area is basically counting as a bottom. I would definitely say that suffices, right? That this area right now, is bottom. Sure. And we're going to bounce from here to the upside. But we should actually kind of wonder about what has happened in 2017-18. What were the most important areas back then? It's lagging a little bit. Okay. Paula says, Dusty, why aren't you answering me? It depends on, I don't see your question, man. Oh, okay, you said, what's the best way to get a hold of bitrue? I tried emails, I tried Twitter, and still no answer. I sent 25k XRP 2 months ago from Coinbase to bitrue, and Coinbase told me it went through on the end. Okay, so there's two things which you can do. You can. Oh, there's one guy on Twitter, Ferdinand. He actually also sometimes helps with this. But your best way is to just go for the email still. They usually reply to emails, but it's just dumb customer support. But to me, they always reply. It's just not good help, but they do reply. So if they do not reply, that's odd. It's just, to me, they reply once or twice and then they're gone. But they're there. And that's the easiest way for me, though. The other one is going through Twitter and going to look for an ambassador like Ferdinand. He might be able to help you out as well. Caramel. Okay, so you guys are the caramel popcorn is your favorite of most of you guys. You're an interesting breed. Salty. Okay, that's a good man right there. Sweet. No, you're wrong. Let's see here. No, most of you guys are wrong. Sweet, wrong. Sweet, wrong. The right answer was salty. You should have known. All right. Okay, man, you busted my balls now. What do you think of Revolut? I use them and I want a professional opinion. Once more, you should not say that's not a professional opinion. Marco, I have no idea what you're doing right now, man. You're completely in the wrong right now. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not right. Okay. Dusty, you do realize what can happen with the XP price if we get hyperinflation? XP can reach $1 million per coin. XRP is going to hit $1 million per coin, confirmed. 100% certain, for sure. 100,000 million percent, yeah. I mean, well, on what basis? I mean, it could, but who knows, right? Oh, the daily for XRP is actually turning red. Still wouldn't be a negative thing, don't get me wrong, would still be okay. I just told you guys I would like a 30% correction, but people start to get really sad about that. Inflation of fiat currency, yes. But you're talking about some really heavy inflation, yes, like hyperinflation. Yeah, when would the hyperinflation come, though? What's hyperinflation? Ooh, once more, this is a really good case of use Google, all right? If you have a question like that, which can be answered within one Google search, use it. Don't ask me. I don't even know where to buy XRP. Once more, there's this thing, I don't know the name anymore. Oh, yeah, it's called Google. Use it. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Use Google. It's there for a good reason, all right? It's there for a really good reason. It works like a charm. Most people right now should know how to use Google. If you're buying crypto, but you don't know where to buy something, that is interesting. That is really interesting. I always find that funny when people come up to me and say, "Oh, Dusty, where do I buy this? Where do I buy that?" I mean, if you really don't know how to use Google, right? We're a little bit of a predicament right now because that's a problem. If you don't know how to use Google for that, I mean, how can you literally just watch crypto videos and not know how to use Google? I'm sometimes a little bit of bamboozled about all this stuff. It's so strange to me. Like, how can you not? But then again, maybe it's easy for me to talk because I know the crypto stuff, and I'm like, well, it's so easy. But maybe that's also for like some guys really specialized in medicine or something like that. It's like, oh, how do you understand all of this? It's so simple. And by the way, the video cuts out every so often. I don't know why. The internet might be a little bit bad. And no, Mr. Dolby, you're sounding real cocky now. No. It's just use Google for the simple questions. The question, how and where can I buy XRP? I get that question, let's say maybe 100 times a day. Not exaggerating. I want to say 50,000. That's an exaggeration, of course. I'm going to say maybe 50 to 100 times a day. I get that question easily. Where can I buy XRP? Where can I buy XRP and then a city behind it or a country behind it? And it's just, I don't know what your city is from. So all I would have to do is just type into Google where you could buy XP in your city. So I'm just saying, use Google. And the same thing for some of these really simple questions. It's really just a lot quicker for people to look it up themselves than to ask me. But then again, a question like what's hyperinflation, that's all okay though. I mean, that's not a bad thing to ask. Hey, I don't. It says, how do I buy Okay. Okay, you got me now. Good though. I mean, I can't ignore it anymore now. So I guess you're right. Well, it depends where you live. You buy XRP with an exchange. You buy with an exchange via an exchange. You go to an exchange, you put money on there, and you transfer that over to XRP. Bada boom, bada bing. If you're in the US, I think a lot of people use Uphold and bitrue right now. So that is that, if you wanted the answer. What's your first sell price, Dusty? Ooh, that's a really interesting question, but I don't really have any set sell price for XRP. I like the buying more than I like the selling, to be completely honest with you. If you're watching right now, by the way, make sure you press the like button. Let's get to 500 likes on this stream. We're almost there, but make sure you press that button. Make sure you press that button. We are at how many? Are we at 500 likes? I don't think so. We're like at 470. Somebody says, how do I use Google? You're right about that one, though. You're right about that one. Yeah. Go to Google and type in how to use Google. That might be the easiest solution. Yeah, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that harshly. It's just, it really gets interesting when so many people ask you how to buy it. And I'm always like, well, it depends on where you live. It depends on this, that. And just type in Google. It's so simple. But if you're, okay, I often ask this question over on Twitter. Where would you sell all your XRP at? Like, I've asked if people would sell it at $10, $15, $20. Most people actually say no. They would maybe sell a part of it, but not all of it. To be honest, I'm also not really that much of a fan of selling all your XRP at such quote-unquote low prices, because I think $20 per XRP is still not even that crazy. Hey, by the way, we're back at $1.38. We're really retesting it again. We might actually be going up from here, guys. We might actually see some funny stuff. Gamer for Life says, my toddler used to wipe. I told his mama, don't wipe, or you'll be doing it when he's 16. Of course, he immediately somehow knew what to do. Yeah. You think 10K and 50K glitches for the XP prize is a joke? Better think again, buddy. You know, in the end of things, we're not going to know what all these big, quote-unquote, glitches are for, what's happening right there. We are, however, getting really close to $1.40 again. Look at that, guys. Look at the movement right now. This is a 1-minute chart, not for analyzing, just quickly saying that. We are just using this to observe the price right now because we want to get back to $1.50. And it's actually still within reach, though. I mean, we hit about $1.40 a couple of hours ago. If we cross that, would be really nice. Very nice. Strong Sixpack says, if fiat currency collapse due to high debt and inflation, They will maybe introduce XRP because many banks already use it, the XRP Ripple blockchain, instead of the SWIFT system anyway. Yeah, maybe. K. Dumas says it'll start in like 3 to 6 hours. Let's just see, guys. Let's see. All right. I'm hoping for $1.70 to be hit really soon here. However, there's two scenarios. It depends on what the whole verdict is of people on this lawsuit and the document which is going to be coming out. If Bitcoin keeps pumping it up or just keeps going sideways for right now, things are looking good though. And I mean, almost any hour here since we've been streaming, any minute, I mean, I could have been singing the Pump It Up song because we are pumping up. We've been pumping up since the start of the stream, really. We started to stream 1.5 hours ago at about, it's 1.5 hours. So we've been streaming for, this is difficult to calculate here. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, we've been pumping for a little bit right now. Things are looking good. You got to pump it up. You got to, pump it up. You got to pump it up. I'm waiting, guys, for just a breach of $1.40, to be honest. We bounced right now at about, what's it? 139.4. So 139.5. It's still crazy if you think about how many cents we're moving within a day. It hit 130, now 140. It's like 10 cents. You might think, oh, that's not that much. 10 cents used to be a huge amount for XRP, man. It was a huge amount. If we went from 20 to 30 cents, that's a huge amount. But right now, because it's like, oh, $1.30 to 140, yeah, it isn't that much anymore. But damn, still. Chris says, I'm going to sell my XRP at the grocery store to someone in a parking lot. You may, if XRP gets outlawed, if all of a sudden you cannot buy XRP in the United States anymore, it's going to be like, hey, you want to buy some XRPs? Just in the parking lot of like Walmart, something like that. I like that. I like that attitude. Where you're just hustling to sell some of your XRPs. I like that style. You want 3? It's going to be $60. Man, yeah. I like that. I like that. I like your thinking right there, brother. Innovation. That's what we need. We need that thought process there. Hey, if XRP gets outlawed, boom, more opportunity for us. More XRP, higher XRP price, that is. I like that thinking. Definitely going to hit you on Holland's Got Talent, though. What if I've already been there 3 times? You didn't even know. You didn't even watch me. What if I've been there? Will it pump for over 5 cents tonight? What are your thoughts? Let's watch, right? I have no thoughts on that. Let's watch. I have no thoughts that I could share with you on that, right? We can watch, though. Okay, SK says, relisting on several exchanges. 2, the SEC settlement. 3, Grayscale does XRP trust again is more than $10. Definitely not. If Grayscale adds XRP again, it definitely will not pump above $10 because Grayscale will most likely not add it again until the SEC gets it fixed, or they file their proper motion, or sorry guys, they file their proper document. But I don't think the SEC is really busy with that right now because they're fixing a lawsuit. So I don't think they really want to go for that. Because in the end, all they're going to come down to is the exchanges cannot relist it because the SEC has sued them, right? It shouldn't be that way because the SEC said, well, we didn't demand you to stop listing it. But the judges might come back and say, well, they should have known. Why? Well, because the SEC sued them for this allegation, so they should have looked and done their own investigation. And all they can say is, well, we asked the SEC a couple months ago, and they said no. And then the judge could say again, well, but a couple months later, the SEC sued them for being a security, and then you started to list it back again. That's dumb of you. You should have known. So a lot of these bigger companies are going to be really cautious, right? Some exchanges are relisting it because they know they can oh, my days. Come on, Dusty. Fix yourself. They can fiddle, whatever, you know the word I'm trying to say there, their way out of such a situation with good lawyers and stuff like that, and maybe a good case, I want to say manager, but if you just prepared the case well, you can get out of it. But I think a lot of these exchanges don't want to have the whole hassle and are not sure they can win. And that would be a multi-billion-dollar issue right there. If it actually gets deemed a security, though. Entertainment says, Dusty, what's good? Let me quickly see, brother. I was camping out for a few days and come back to XRP kicking ass. Lol, good stuff. To be honest, the price is really funny to watch right now. I'm enjoying it, to be honest. We're still going upwards, by the way, guys. We're still building at about 38 cents, like the guy just said. You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. Hey. What if we just go to $1.70 today, guys, or something like that? That would be crazy. We're watching it, though. I'm watching it really freaking close. I'm watching it. I also should have taken some other snacks. The only thing I have right now is the popcorn. Should have maybe taken more to just keep watching it for a little bit. Are you guys enjoying it too? I gotta open my sack of popcorn here to just watch it unfold, guys. This is uh-oh. I open popcorn and the price just drops like crazy all of a sudden. Uh-oh. Might have a problem. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm still not worried at all. Still extremely bullish on XRP, as you guys know. Don't worry about it. Okay, Demas says I got some spaghetti. Okay, never mind. Let me not say that in the video. We got a really important thing happening for XRP tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. Okay, Johnny says, how the hell does anyone trade this? I tried buying high, selling low, and yesterday I lost 5,000. That's exactly the opposite of what you should do. Buying high, selling low is not the plan. Just quickly saying. Hey, we got a CKJ Crypto News in the chat. I'm not sure if it's the real one. I don't think so. But maybe. It says, XRP, baby, let's go. All right. That's interesting. Oh. You know, a couple days ago, no, I think his name is different on but a couple of days ago, there was also one guy on the stream that actually had my name and my logo, just a faker like that. There's a lot of these fake guys in the comment section, right? You guys all know it. But he also decided to enter the stream. That was pretty funny. Tomorrow is the motion to dismiss the Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson debacle. So let me quickly see you. The moderator, Hoy, are you still watching? Are you still watching right now? Hey guys, if you're watching right now, make sure you press the like button. All right, don't forget to do that. We just dumped a little bit, broke my heart, but it's okay. We're still positive. We're still bullish. And I don't want to end this on a negative note. I feel as if we can still hit $1.70 today if things go well. All anticipation of tomorrow. Tomorrow is another important day. We got the motion to dismiss, which basically is trying to dismiss the lawsuit against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. If that goes positively, it's not the verdict, it's a document. It's not a hearing, a document. But that might already be nice. I mean, we just lost 12 subscribers in like a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have said people should sub, as they instantly unsubbed again. Oh, we just lost another 20 more. Hey guys, check if you're still subscribed. We were at 86.48, and now we're at 86.30. So I'm not sure if YouTube just sometimes blocks it, where they're like, too many people press the button at once, it might be spam. Yeah, it's now at 25. It's just dropping. So check again if you're still subscribed, guys. YouTube might not want to see. Yeah, it's 22. YouTube might not want to see us win, everybody. So make sure you press that subscribe button once more. If it got blocked, well, you know what to do. Brian says, so that was a bot that kept telling me to text him. Thought you overly liked me. That would have been amazing, huh? If I'm just so excited to give everybody my number. I'm just going in there in the whole comment section, just telling everybody to text me. But nobody's texting me back. I don't know why nobody's texting me back. No, just kidding. Once more, guys, those are scammers. Be careful. Those are trying to get after your money, trying to use my name and logo, but it's not really me. Yeah, Social says the popcorn comment did. It could be. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about the popcorn. People just were like, no way. That would be funny. Okay, we back up to 27. Garos is high from Dubai. We're going to Dubai pretty soon here, guys. This is going to be our next destination to stay. Might go for a little meetup in Dubai, by the way, as well. I mean, we actually were talking about that. If XRP were to moon, that we'd meet up there, a couple of people. Might still be the plan. I'm not sure. Tristan says, if XP hits $10 plus, I'm good for life. That's very good on you, my brother. Very nice to hear. Very happy to hear that from you. Hey, to be honest, man, if people are still not happy with how it's going right now, I think something is wrong, because there's almost nobody who right now could be down on money. XRP is still ridiculously high at about $1.37. We've waited on this for so long, and it's basically up $1 from where it was a couple of days ago. I think a lot of people are just getting ungrateful for the gains. But I'm still very happy. Everything is cool. All right. Just bought 5K XP at 30 cents with the coupon codes from Honey. Oh, damn. God damn. What's your prediction on tonight until 12 a.m.? I don't have one. Do you think XRP would be a buy right now? I cannot say. Dusty, what do you think about the World Economic Forum and other entities that want to take control over the Ripple system / XRP? I mean, that's a little bit of a more far-fetched type of thing. But I mean, I'm open for those theories anyway. Somebody says, I trolled you with those names before. Get it? I mean, yeah, but it's not really... Yeah, it's not really too funny. The first one, Fars... I don't even get that one. Fars... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean... You should have done it faster, though, the review. It would have been a little bit more fun. Someone says, I resub. That's good. What chart are you using? This is on TradingView right now. XP recovering. I only want to get off my red on my account balance. Yeah. Doesn't it? How are you red on your account balance? XP literally went from like 30 cents to freaking 130 to 140. How are you down? Okay, Bertus. What do you mean with C? What do you mean with C? If you talk about C, what is C? What is C? I mean conspire, that thing. I wish you could give them a 3 of someone I don't like. I don't know what you mean. Hey, Xander, come in and wait for it. Yes, we are waiting for it. We might end the stream though a little bit earlier because I do have that I do have that one little video already ready for a little bit later today, and I might just go on that one or go for that upload like right now. But I guess we'll do it in a little bit, right? Once we're done with this, once we're done with all the info. Why are you live streaming sideways trading? Is there some expectation today for Breakout? Well, we were just talking about that. That's always the difficult part about the live stream though, where I have to explain myself like 50 freaking thousand times. That's a little bit annoying. That makes it a little bit more difficult to actually pull on. But then again, we don't really have a bigger story anyway. This is our BS chart, but that was the bigger picture basically. We just got a third bounce in this area. We are either waiting for I guess the first leg of our theory is up there again. We're either waiting for basically this move upwards. Let's put it on an hourly. This is a little bit screwed because we didn't draw it properly or beautifully. So it looks a little bit ugly. Yes, but it comes down to we will either get a good correction going about 30% or so, because that usually happens when these huge spikes are, and the same thing happened in 2018, which basically means about this area here, about $1, $1.04 for XRP, or we're just going to continue on to about $1.70. It's a 50-50. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but we are watching. Do you have a referral code for Ledger? I do have a referral link, yes. It's down below if it's correct. Big Lad Famous says, Dusty, love your streams. Pump it up to let's see, man. Strong six pack. I think you have the wrong impression of Dubai with the hookers at the beach and a lot of alcohol. I think I think you have the wrong impression of the country. Just quickly saying. Maybe check it out once more. Redraw. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. James says, how do you do a live stream and keep answering the same questions over and over again without losing your shit? To me, I like that question. Because it's just, I guess, because I know people must be having the same question. If I were watching it right now, I would also have the same type of situation where it's like, I'm just wondering something, and it feels like the guy's not answering. Like, if somebody just tunes in, you're not going to watch the whole hour back, right? Because you cannot have any live content. It's the same as watching a video. So, of course, you'd want to watch live. And then if you missed the question you had, what can you do, right? You just have to wait until somebody else asks again, or what? If you have a burning question like, oh, what is going to happen tomorrow? Well, yeah, it might just really be that somebody has it, and now's the best opportunity for them to ask me. So it's kind of, annoying, I guess, but it's also just the fun part about it. Like, that people just want to know something, and I might have the answer for them. It's kind of satisfying somewhere. But it is funny, yeah. I do catch myself sometimes just thinking like, oh, there we go again. But I think it's pretty funny. Brendan says, now most people are jumping in. I don't understand. They bought it at $1 the first time or higher and are waiting for some pump quickly. They just sheep following the herd. No, I don't think so. I think the bigger sheep will actually come once Ripple has won the lawsuit, where XP will be at a couple dollars, like maybe 3 to 5, 7, I don't know, something like that. And then they'll buy in. They'll be like, oh, XP is pretty expensive, but okay. I should eat a little popcorn of that. Maybe I should turn the microphone off every time I eat something so people don't get annoyed to death. Oh, I once drank something or ate something in a video, and I got completely destroyed in the comment section. People were going completely crazy. People were going really, really sad about it or angry. Somebody says right now it's getting expensive to buy XRP. You know, I have that same thing, specifically with VeChain, where it's really difficult for me to buy any VET because it's so high up already. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, damn. 14 cents? No way. I'm happy that I had a lot of it before, because if I had to buy more right now, I just don't really, I don't like it. Let me put it like that. I just don't like to buy it right now. It's so expensive. If you compare it to where it was for such a long time, I really don't know why I didn't buy more VeChain. I don't even know why. At 0.002, we had such a good opportunity for so long. And I bought a lot of it, don't get me wrong, but still I could have bought more. Yeah, and that bothers me. I should have put half my money into this one, huh? That could have been so amazing, but no. We must get rich with Ripple. I mean, yeah, it depends. True, James also says expensive relative, expensive to last week, cheap to next year. I think so too, man. That's the bigger goal though. That's the same thing for VeChain. It's still pretty cheap if you compare it to where it's going to go. But it's a little bit expensive because of where you could have bought it for the last couple of months or years. And I think everybody has at least had it once or twice that you're like, oh, I wish if only I'd kept my coins from back then. And by the way, guys, we're back down under 500 likes. What happens? Why do all of a sudden these likes get taken away again? Because I don't think people are really unliking. It's just that YouTube takes them off because I think it's like spam prevention maybe. If a lot of people press the like button at the same time, maybe it just gets taken off again. While we're at 520 before, what happens then? So make sure you press the like button. Just kind of verify it once more. The subscribers went down again and the likes went down. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but it's strange. Same thing. Okay, so Dr. Fuzzy said, same thing I told you about XRP earlier, you are saying about VET. Sure, buddy. Brandon says, about to drop 1K on XRP. Wait or do it now? That's a difficult question. I don't really have a good answer for you, Brandon. I mean, on Patreon, I'm telling you guys whenever I'm buying. But my last purchase of XRP was at about, let's see, 131. And that one is popping off, doing okay. But that's a risky one. And it wasn't really because I fundamentally thought it would be nice. It was just because we were kind of messing around in the Discord and I decided to buy. But so I bought. I don't really care too much about it, though. If we lose, we lose. But I don't think we will. Maja says, man, all crypto YouTubers get shadow banned. I don't know. You would think, for example, that because XRP is popping off, the channel would do good. But I noticed the views are actually down on a lot of things, which I normally get more on. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening there. So we might actually have gotten a little bit of a ban in some way, shape, or form. Martin says, why? Okay, look, this is a good question that you can't really find on Google. Why is the price on Live CoinWatch so different from other sources? all these aggregators, they use a kind of a summation, no, an average, sorry, of the prices. And most places do not include Bithumb, or do not include, for example, a two Tron pair, for example. And that might be the deviation in price. For example, this they might not include, which will make you a different price in the end of things. Just, you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, this one is too small to really make a difference, but these ones are all relevant. And if you don't add them, well, then the price is most likely down like 2 cents or so. That is most likely what is happening there. Ramsey says, your streams have some lag, man. This is why your views are down. I'm not talking about the streams. The streams are good. I'm talking about the videos, just some of them. It's like, I don't know why exactly that, Milo says, because you're too rude. Maybe. Maybe people are like, oh, this is the real Dusty? Oh, man, no. Man, as I said before, I have love for everybody watching all the time. But it's okay. It's okay in the end, man. People are too easily offended, might not be the right person. Because, man, I don't really come across a lot of negative people or people I dislike in the community anyway. There's every once in a while just one comment here and there that are really angry against me, but I could just ignore them, right? So whenever I'm just saying like, hey, people are asking me the same questions, it's never a really negative thing because I understand. And in the end, if somebody asks the same question 4 times, I mean, do I really mind? No. It's not a bad thing. It's just kind of funny. And sometimes it can be a little bit annoying for the other people watching. But for me, I mean, it doesn't really matter. And the thing about the popcorn, the wrong, it's just a joke. But yeah, it's okay. Next court tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, April 12th. We got the motion to dismiss for Breakout House and Chris Larson. Steven says prices usually drop on Sunday. True. But very often on Monday as well, though. But then again, it's kind of something we've kind of taught ourselves. If you think about it, it's like, well, maybe we just watch more on those days. Because maybe it's really not true. Maybe if somebody actually has not a summary type of thing where like you have statistics of historical price gains or drops. Because I'm not sure the price actually drops more on Sunday than it does on others. I'm not sure if that's really the truth or if we're just making that up. Fred says, there's too many YouTube channels that talk nonsense. Like last week about the ADA bull, ruffle, as if a lot of it isn't realistic. You know, I would say with my channel, you always find somebody that's quote-unquote better, right? Don't get me wrong. But I would say the nice part I find about my own one is because I can do it myself. I can basically just be real or tell whatever I want to. And I like to be exactly realistic with everything, right? So if I think the price is going to go up, I'll tell you. If I think the price is going down, I'll tell you. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't eat. There's also people who really get annoyed by that. But I have the popcorn. I'm watching the XP prize, guys. I'm just excited. Okay. Try and says check pool coin, please. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. You know what? I don't know. I don't think it's on here, but is it? I will type it in for you anyway. No, it's not. Let's go on CoinMarketCap. But you know what? I gotta support you. You know, you gifted. Let's see here. Poo. Damn. Oh, it's not even a coin at all. Oh, it is. There we go. It doesn't have a rank. Damn, that is a juicy coin. Damn. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, I would never buy that, but it's interesting. Thank you for the suggestion. Hey, Flare is actually popping off, guys. Look at that. Flare is going up like crazy. I just saw it just now. It's at $1.65. Damn, guys. That is insane. FLR pumping like mad. Golden says, what did I just join into? Poop coin? Yeah. All the people just tuning in are like, what is this? I get that. That's funny. I like that. Fred says, anyone selling their XP for now, whatever crypto isn't really thinking clear. And you'll be sorry later. Selling XP now is like before selling Bitcoin for $1 because it went up. I would say it's kind of the same as selling Bitcoin at like a couple $1,000s, because of course, relatively, there's a lot more Bitcoin, a lot more XP than Bitcoin. But yeah. XP about to jump. Buy now. It won't drop. That's never. I've never. By the way, don't take suggestions from people in chat. Even though I love every single one of you, don't get me wrong. It's not a certain thing, and I think maybe if you really trust people too much in that sense, you might hurt yourself in the end, right? So be a little bit cautious with that. People can lie to you in the comment section. I mean, you specifically, you watching right now, you wouldn't lie. I know that, right? I know you're my brother. You got me, and you got the others, but some people will. So it might be better to just be a little bit cautious with that as well. Wink is going to the moon. There's a ton of people who are really holding Wink to the freaking end. Even in my, what is it now? In my circle, I guess, there's some guys who really, severely, and when I'm saying severely, I mean severely, love Wink. Yeah, it did pop off a little bit. We got Willem. Hi, man. Hi, Willem. I like that name. Willem is a good name. Is Willem really only Dutch, or is it also in different countries that they use Willem? Because otherwise, in like English, they use William, right? Where are you watching from, Willem? I think you're Dutch, though. I think so. They say Willem is the best name in the world. It's just a Dutch name, man. Like it or Willem. Ga je zo lekker? Willy. All right. Write the poo coin address on the internet. I'm not... Man, get off the poo coin thing, brother. What's your point? This guy with his poo coin. And we got the... Ja, ik weet dat je Nederlands bent. I had my XRP in a Brazilian exchange at the time of the Flare airdrop. Am I able to claim it, or did I just miss it? Also, check one USD. Cheers, pal. Okay, if you had your XP in a Brazilian exchange that does not support it, you are out. If you had your XRP on a ledger, you can still claim it for like 1 more or 2 more months. Crypto Task Force says, Dusty, come on, you really mad? Of course I'm not mad, bro. If you bait me like that, hey, don't get me wrong. No, it's okay. I don't get mad at all. It's just like, it wasn't too funny, because you should have come with the review a little bit earlier. I would have laughed. Because I was like, oh, I would have noticed. But right now, I didn't. It was a little bit too late. Mark says, poo coin sounds like shit. Yeah, you're right about that. There's a lot of Williams in South Africa. Ooh, okay. That's actually logical, yeah, of course. But he asked a question, but I missed it. I don't see it anymore. I heard rumors on a pump and dump tomorrow on XP. What's your take? Well, we got a really interesting day happening tomorrow, so hey, anything might go. All good. Good evening from Amsterdam West. Lekker grap. There's actually... Wait, where you guys are watching from? Put it in the chat right now. Where you guys are watching from? Also, check one to USD. Cheers, pal. Yeah, the one with XRP. I saw that relation. Again, I'm going to be posting this video a little bit later today. I also have the one on there, the one chain. This little thing right here. One chain to integrate XRP into its mainnet to enable yield farming. So I was going to cover that in like a couple of hours from now. But yeah, one usually, it logically would do good then. If it does something with XRP. Let's type it in though. From PooCoin, which you really wanted for some reason. A little bit weird that you really want the PooCoin, but write the PooCoin address on the internet. I'm definitely not doing that. You mean the contract you mean? Or this, you mean PooCoin.app, the website. I'm not pressing that. No way. We had to type in one. Oh yeah, it's going. It's zooting. I didn't know anything about one chain, to be honest. Except for the pump right now because of the XP speculation, most likely, huh? That's your thoughts on Tron? I do hold Tron. I am pretty happy with that. To be a holder. Because I know Justin Sun got us, I think. I think that guy will has such an ego, so to speak, that will make it happen. And, you also got to kind of diversify and be involved more with the Asian side of things, not the Ripple, US technology, right? We got to have parts in that. But VeChain, Tron, we got to have kind of the Eastern side of things too. We got to kind of diversify a little bit like that. All right, guys, let's get back to 500 likes. It just dropped all of a sudden again a little bit. I don't know why, but whatever. Make sure you press the like button if you haven't done so already. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. And check if you're still subscribed, because I think they might be doing something crazy to our channel. But yeah, just make sure you check it out properly to know you haven't been unsubscribed before. It has happened before where a lot of people reported saying they got unsubscribed. We're going to definitely live stream tomorrow at one point. It's coming up. But I think we're going to... Are we doing live before tomorrow's hearing? There is no hearing tomorrow. There's only a document coming out tomorrow. So there's not, I mean, what can I say? There's no specific date in which I can live stream. I can only kind of go live streaming and wing it or something like that. Because what time should I go then? There's no specific time. They have to file that thing tomorrow, but I don't know when. Nobody knows when. So that's going to be difficult. And XRP right now is still trading upwards. It's actually doing quite good. We're kind of making a basis here. Everything's looking juicy. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't watch all night, right? Because I do think we might hit again one of our two sides, maybe $1.70, maybe the lower side. We'll just see. We'll have to wait for it. But again, you got to have the time for it, though. You got to have to really watch it closely. I'm going to be monitoring it on my phone, I guess. Just watching it closely. Just want to quickly say thank you all for stopping by every time. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. You guys are really nuts, actually. You're right. But yeah. Oh. What's the potential lowest it can go. The lowest we're reaching for is $1.04. But guys, we're gonna end this stream right now. See you guys again tomorrow. And there's a video coming out right after this one. So stick around. You're going to have to watch that video. But what's going to happen to the price tomorrow, you will not regret it. So stick around, guys. The video is coming in like a minute or so. All right, so stick around. And thank you guys all for watching, by the way. All right, have a nice one.